because I'm mad at my daughter. Because she went to the best school. She did good. Her grades were okay, but she could have did better.
Yes, sir.
Than what she did.
Yes, sir.
And now she's getting ready to go to college. That's Jihan. They know her. He knows my daughter Jihan. And can sing. Jihan can sing, but she won't sing. Sing at home, tear the house down. But I go to programs, and she went to an art school. I go to programs, and the other little people be singing, and I look at them, I say, no, I say, Jihan, we had a singing at middle school one day, and everybody was talking while everybody was singing, but when she got up and sung, I mean, it got quiet. You didn't hear nothing. That's how good she can sing. And I sing like that too. I'm not that good.
I don't believe that. Trying to sing on the way up here, I said, man, shit up. You're not Larry.
Yeah.
You're not Larry Reynolds.
Don't listen to him.
Reynolds is his cousin, and he thinks
Yeah, the Dramatics, the lead singer for the Dramatics.
Give us a bar. Just one little. You put yourself on the spot.
Yeah, that woman.
You won't stop.
Oh.
He can sing.
I heard him sing. Give us one little bar.
One little bar. He want me to sing. I do. It's a song that I was going to say from here. This is a song that I grew up with as a kid.
You need to hold the mic.
We used to have a one of those high fives.
Yeah, give it the mic.
And I used to lay on the high five. So I'm not singing in public much. But this song I remember, and since you asked me to sing it, I'll sing a little of this song. This is a song by Grady Tate, and the song is called Follow the Rainbow. I hope you can appreciate it. But this is a song that I grew up listening to, and it never left me. In fact, a couple of days ago, I was talking to my wife about it and how I stayed with it. And I hope you can understand what it said. But in any event, the song goes like this. Start chasing rainbows, see where the rain goes as it picks up the sun's glow, and follow the path where the flowers grow. Learn where the bees go. Isn't it funny? They are loaded with honey. They follow the path where the flowers grow. Okay? Oh, now wait a minute. Wait a minute.
More?
Wait a minute.
You're gonna drop the mic.
Wait just a minute. Now listen to this. Listen to the words of the song. Why must you be on? Turn off the neon. Just take 100 steps. Leave what they call life behind you. Maybe the real truth will find you. Yeah. Take 1,000 steps. Learn giving's good as receiving. Reach out for things worth achieving. Find someone you can believe in, and don't ever turn back. Follow, follow, follow. Now, I heard that song at 12 or 13. It stayed with me, and it fit. It fit your father. It fit down to Elijah Muhammad. And that song, you hear me singing, it's old. Find someone you can believe in.
Yes, sir.
And don't the lies that are blind you. Maybe the real truth will find you, and that's what happened to me.
She got her eyes on you for the culture now.
Oh, that's enough.
You up there, you on the hot seat.
Yeah, you put me on the hot seat, but I did it to you. And you said some wonderful things with us yesterday.
That's what we all need to do. We
You're right.
need to get to know each other.
Thank you.
And share what is close to our hearts with each other.
Right.
And our hearts can be closer to each
Right,
other.
right. Not what we hear on Facebook, not what we hear from somebody else.
From somebody else.
Yeah, the union broke me of that. If you at the union, you got a certain group, don't talk to that group. I found friends among that group. You don't tell me who to talk to. So you get to know people on your own.
A good person is a good person. You know?
Yeah.
That's it.
So that's what I want to emphasize, the importance of us appreciating fraternity. And in Saginaw, when we got together, when I first came in, we had enough sense, the brothers who were single, we pulled together and we got a place. We got a house that we rented from one of the Muslim brothers.
That's right.
And we sold papers and we cooked and stuff there, and I was able to save my money. And then when it come time to get married, I could get a house, get the washer, dryer, everything. And we moved right in. But the brothers, it was about 4 of us staying in Wilbur's house. Now the brothers that come from out of now, we get a bunch of brothers from prison. And I tell them the same thing. I said, won't y'all get together? And we had a brother got a house. Y'all get in there, and then you can pool your resources. And yeah, that's what we did.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, that's what we did. That's what I was a natural thing.
There you go.
And we traveled together, and we did things together. And I also was came in. I was the guy driving the van going to get the bread, coming to Chicago. Once a week we would come and get the bread. And and that back then, boy, we used to brush our hair. I brushed my hair all the way there and all the way back, trying to get them waves. That was the Nation of Islam.
Groom.
Yeah.
I thought that was a thing the kids did started in the 80s. So y'all was doing that.
No, that Nation of Islam. You see the
So
people.
they got that from the Nation of Islam, and then it became the
Right.
the
We
style.
we perfected it.
Trendsetters. Imam Muhammad said trends all through, but at the start of the hip hop generation, he said all them trends, them dress trends in the 80s.
Yeah.
With Craig and with the dressing, you looked up and the people on television singing and rapping, dressed like Imam Muhammad. With do-rags on their head and everything.
Yeah.
Names too.
Yes, sir.
We did the same thing in Atlanta too, during the nation time. We 4 or 5 brothers moved into a house, and we saved our money.
That's right.
The older person was the one who could run the place. We kept it clean. We ate together. We cleaned up together.
Right.
And we all left out of there working, and one man stayed behind. We
Yeah.
did that in Atlanta. Unity, called it Unity
Right.
House. Had 5. I think we were about 4 or 5 of them.
What was the name of your house that you had for the brothers?
We didn't call it anything. We just, one brother was renting the house, and he had a house there, and we all just rented it.
I'm asking you because they have a re-entry program.
No, we wasn't organized like that. We just came together, and that's the key. You know, people with like me need to.
I witnessed that, the brotherhood. You could see a group of brothers together, and they were tighter than a group of blood brothers.
Yeah.
And you saw that, but they was from all around the country. They were from all around the country and all had the same focus and the same spirit. But you could tell they was tight.
Yeah,
You could tell they was real tight. Yeah.
yeah, and that's
When I was
it.
a little boy, my father used to carry me around with him, and I remember looking up at him, and everywhere I saw, here go another group of brothers that love each other. You know, here go another new group.
right.
They from here, they from there, and they all got big old smiles on their face, and they happy and they serious and
Yeah.
clean, well dressed, well groomed. You know?
That's the way it was in Vietnam. It was African American brother. We was close.
Tight.
And if a new brother come in, we would all meet him and we do this.
That's
Allahu
right.
Akbar.
We come to you from the heart.
Yes.
Allahu Akbar.
And we took him in and we taught him so he wouldn't get killed.
That's right.
Okay, well, that's Prophet Muhammad perfected that.
Yeah.
Right.
Work for your brother.
You know that.
Work for yourself.
Yeah, Prophet Muhammad perfected that.
That's right.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad perfected
Yes,
it.
sir. Yes, sir.
Imam Saleem Muhammad perfected. He was bringing us together.
Yes, sir.
We was in the Homewood in the hotel there, man, and we was together. We had New Africa, and
That's right.
and we together here.
Right.
You got to build from here. Where you gonna build from?
That's right.
I'm gonna ask you again. Where are you gonna build from? Where?
Right here. Mosque.
Yeah. I mean, with something about the brother you don't like, I think it's trivial, small, that it would keep you away.
That's right.
The Imam told us the Jews come together, and I've seen the Jews in their businesses argue at one another. Another Jewish distributor, you bringing stuff, you did that, you didn't do it, and the next day they doing business.
That's right.
Us, boy, we done. Well, I'm done with that nigga. I'm done with that nigga. We gone and we leave. But the Jews, man, they know, hey, we got to do business. Why? Because our children depend on this. Our children depend on what? Going to prison?
That's right.
That's right. That's right.
Huh? You got some responsibility here. I know I'm not feeling it by myself. These children suffering with drugs, ignorance. When I was a Craig chairman, man, man, this was on my head. I'm driving down the street and I'm looking at kids going from school being cheated. Being cheated. And I felt responsible in some way. So I get to work in my little capacity to try to do something. Imam Muhammad, early on in his convocational address at the church, that's the name of the church, convocational.
Okay.
And Imam was talking to the church, and he said that when your divine desire is broken in you. That's what the bones represent. The bones being broken mean the truth is broken in you. Your divine desire coming together is when you can move beyond just your own self, your family, your others. When you can see that you want every child to have access to education like your child.
That's right.
Whether they poor, black, or white, you want him where he's from the Appalachians and he's pure white. Something in here says you want him to have access to education. And I think it's selfish in a way, because I'm thinking that might be the one that come up with something that would leave your corns on your feet. Come up and do something about your back. Give him an opportunity, man. And I'm saying I love that. You have to love that. And Prophet Muhammad chose Prophet Muhammad. Allah chose Prophet Muhammad from the illiterate, the ignorant, dark age people who had no knowledge of the light. Now understand, the Jewish people had light. The Christians had light, but it did not reach the Arabs. They were denied that light. They were being held back by the Jews. Not all the Jews. A segment of the Jews was holding them back for when they could take credit for bringing them to the light. You know that, don't you? They were holding them back. And I think Prophet Muhammad was praying toward Al-Aqsa. He wasn't comfortable. He wasn't comfortable with Al-Aqsa. Allah didn't say nothing to him. You know, they say God is, Allah is the Lord of Israel. And it stopped right there. And Prophet Muhammad then facing that direction and praying, he wasn't comfortable. Facing that direction. He knew that was the Jewish thing because they wanted to erect their lost civilization. He wasn't comfortable. So Allah told him, Kubatain, is that it? He told them, he said, hey, he said, I'm going to turn you toward a direction that you will be happy with. Yes, and it tests some of the others, what is he doing? Where are you going over there? Prophet Muhammad had instructions from Allah and he knew what to do. And he turned toward the house that Prophet Ibrahim, may Allah's peace be on him, and Ishmael had established. And that's our Kaaba.
Yes, sir.
That's our direction.
Yes, sir.
That's our connection.
Yes,
that's our ankle.
Yes, sir.
The Imam said connections. So when we look at connections, connect the knowledge. And brothers and sisters, I think that now we got so foreign Muslim that we forget we don't even mention our history.
That's right.
And the people that came before us. It's like they didn't do nothing.
That's right.
I guess that the Arabs say, well, he's talking about Elijah Muhammad. Or he's talking about Frederick Douglass. He's talking about all them days. What is that? You know. I was at a meeting and they trying to get us, since y'all started this subject on the homosexuals and yeah, he just started with yeah, he guilty. Your mayor, you done got that. Now we got to go home, weight it down. They ain't our mayor. That's his mayor. We weighted down with that. So they got us at a meeting.
It's a virus. Be careful.
He said it's a virus. Listen to him. Dr. James said it's a virus. Yes. So
we got a Secretary of State isn't she?
No, she's the Attorney General.
NASA, Attorney General. But anyway, so they had us at this meeting, and I'll share this with you, and I'm going to share something else with you. So they got us all in this meeting, and ministers are there, and they know that African Americans are slow to digest this for a good reason. We're slow to digest it, this idea. We're real slow. So now they're coming after us because they know if we can take this ball, this homosexual, lesbian issue, we're gonna take it to the what is that, goalpost? Yeah. We're gonna wear it out. Yeah, we're gonna get it. We're gonna be like Tony Dorsett. You know, we're gonna get there. They know that. They know your mission, and they know that you have a motivation and a drive. Right. And they know that you have great love in you. So they want you to take up this thing. Right. So they come in there and they say, okay, y'all, we got to do this. And they peel into our emotions. And ministers are there. And I said, oh, wait a minute. I said, hold it. And I'm in the meeting. I said, wait a minute. I said, in slavery, Up, the white guy, the only white guy in the minister. Up, no, you bringing that up. Don't bring that up. I said, who are you? Don't tell me what to bring up. That's what I told him. I said, wait a minute, who told you we can't bring up something? I'm bringing this up. I said, this was in slavery, the thing that they were after, sisters, is our manhood.
That's right.
And I think you said the only father we knew was who?
The white man.
That he said that, y'all. The only father. I mean, we needed somewhere to lay our heads and look like we would lay our head on the white man. Shoulder to get comfort. That's why the Imam say, what's that? The one that was in the well, then he was on the ship? Jonah. Laying on the what? The cargo. Laying on the white man wallet, satisfied with his wealth.
You all right with it?
Y'all hear me?
Oh, yeah.
I'm hearing me. Y'all hear what I said?
That's a fact.
Laying on the white man wallet and satisfied. So I said to me, I said, look, I said the thing in slavery that they came after was our manhood. I said that's what they was careful about going after. If they saw you showing if you stood up, they'd break you down.
Yes.
You calling little young white boys, you at 90 years old calling a little 14-year-old white boy uncle. You see them, you get out the way.
Yes, sir.
Boy, what you looking at? Oh, that one of them proud niggas. Get him. You won't do that. I'm sorry to share this with you. Come to your house in your little, you thought Robert talking about it's a shack. He tried to improve their situation. That's a shack. You know, when you go to Mount Vernon, they got it improved over there. Where the blacks live in Mount Vernon at George Washington's place. Yeah, he called them shanties. You know, like it's like a penthouse. You know where the slaves was. He say shanty. I say they were still dirt floors. You know, I'm trying to convince him that they didn't have nowhere to go, and that it was bad. But where was I? So anyway, he had to meet. So I'm saying this is what their attack was, our manhood. And now you come here and you want me to relinquish it, just like that? I said, no. I said, it's not going to happen. And I said, in the Bible, it says that there's a woman in the Bible, and this is from your leader, Imam Mohammed. He said that she was clutching a bag of bones. That's right. Yeah. And the man said, what you got there, lady? Right. She said, these is the bones of a good man. Your father said that. These is the bones of a good man. Hey, what you want to bet that that's today? Yes. Because the seer saw this stuff magnified. Huh? Brothers with daughters, you better be careful. So I'm going to relinquish my manhood. I said, no, I'm not doing that. And I said, what are the sisters going to do? We already got a shortage of men in prison, dying, and other ones acting like boys. What are they to do? If I'm going to say this lifestyle is okay. They shut up. The ministers looked at me. They don't want me at no meetings no more.
I noticed.
Go in and wait.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear that.
Right. No. So I made up my mind. I'm not quiet at meetings no more. Once you come public, then I'm coming. I'm coming because someone has to defend. Because one guy said, I think an 8 or 7-year-old child was showing some inclinations toward that way, and he was trying to prove that. See, this is a natural phenomenon. Here's a child, and man, I tore him up. You done condemned this child already. And I can't stand by and watch this. And I told a lot of the older brothers that were there, 80, 70 years old. Right. And they stand there. I said, you all should stand up. You got wives and you benefited. You got children and you benefit. You're not standing up and defending your life. Tell them all of the benefits that you derive from staying with one wife and a child and the glory that came out of that. We're not doing it. We don't talk to each other about our families. This brother, Imam Muhammad, we talk about his family. I've been to restaurants with him. He was down to earth. And he would share it. And I would try to come home. How can I go home and be better? A better father. Yeah. That's what Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was a better father. He worked at home. He wanted to be with his family. Yeah. I miss my family now. I'm away, man. I miss being home with my family. Being there. And I'm like him, man. I fix my garden up. Robert got a beautiful garden.
When my father first passed, I used to hate to travel.
Yeah.
Because I found a place of peace for my soul.
Yeah.
And it was with my family. So every time I stepped out the door, man, I missed it.
Yeah.
So I know what you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I'm a little better now, but I still,
Yeah.
it's like Allah said, you can be in heaven, but you gotta leave every now and
Yeah,
then.
you gotta go. Yeah.
So I'll be struggling.
Your father in Detroit, I'm saying this about Detroit because he was going to the activity center. He would come to Detroit probably more than he went anywhere else.
He did.
Okay, and I was there. And I may had this discussion with you. The Imam came to us. It had to be in the 80s or the 90s, and he had all the sisters moved out. Was you there that day?
Yeah, I was there.
He said, "Sisters, y'all go. I gotta talk to the brothers." And Sister Mary and them, they went back in the. Did they leave?
They
went over to
get back in there. But
They was, you know, we had a little thing where you pull up and serve dinner and stuff. They was all back there, and they
Yeah,
were.
they were trying to
Then the sisters didn't leave.
I remember that mentality. See, people don't know this history, and that's why they don't want you to talk about it. Because the history has such a message for anybody that looks into it and that wants to improve their life, their community, their environment, or want to just learn a valuable lesson. Because there ain't nothing like us on earth, you know. So everything that we experience is a lesson for the generation.
That's right.
And they wanted to.
Yeah.
It is. Everything is a very important and valuable lesson to the generation. And I thank Allah that Allah allowed this technology for us to be born in a time of the technology. We're recorded. Imam Muhammad is probably the most recorded leader in the history of anybody.
More recorded. Right, I agree.
They followed him with a camera and a tape recorder more than the Chinese tourists.
And we have no one to thank but Allah. No one to thank but Allah.
They were taking pictures of everything.
Right.
Allahu Akbar.
So where was I?
Earlier, you was getting ready to say, I hate to tell you all this, but they used to go into the shanty thing.
Yeah. It's just my emphasis was on the man, on us being men.
When they made the sisters leave.
Right, and we relinquished that.
You know, you talking.
And the Imam,
the
Imam, this is what I'm going to share you, because this focus of this talk was the Imam was talking to us. And it was so beautiful the way he did it. It's just amazing. I sit there and I listen. I remember I went after Rafa to try to get the recording. And Rafa told me, I said, Rafa, this the tape, this right there. He didn't have the tape. So I said, man, I need the tape. And I said, because the Imam said this, he said, you got it. Because I was recording, I was saying to him what the Imam said in the tape. Rafa said, you got it. Rafa didn't want to go get it or whatever. Yeah. So that's what he told me. So I never got the tape, but I can share with you a synopsis of what the Imam discussed with us and why he asked the sisters to leave. Dear brothers and sisters, the Imam has did so much for us.
Yes.
We think we focus on the Quran, but really outside of the Quran is surahs too.
Yes.
Earth, messages everywhere. The Bible says, be careful who you entertain, for it may be an angel. And in the hadith of Prophet Muhammad, he showed you that example where a man with unseemly white clothes. You think that you won't have an experience like that, but you have people come to you, assisting you and aiding you, and they're angels.
I've experienced it already.
But the Imam told us long before this prison thing, long before this gang thing came out, long before us shooting and killing one another, he warned us, he told us very clearly what was going to happen. He told us. He said, they're going to lock you up. They're going to flood the community with guns and drugs. Them that don't kill themselves, they're going to lock it up. And then they also going to destroy the man and reduce him. This is what he told us a lot of stuff. Then at the end, he talked about, I'm sharing this with you.
Yeah.
At the end of it, he somehow connected it with the wife, with the home. He got to the end and he told the wife, now, please, work with your husband. He wants you to wear that certain thing that's attracted to him. Do that for him. He's smiling. The Imam, he was down home. Yeah, he somehow, because we like certain things, where we want you in, we want to see, and stuff like that. The Imam was focusing on that. So he built that thing and then he took it to home. And if you listen to the Imam, he'll talk and give you stuff in the science, but then he'll bring it right back to home.
Yes.
Bring it right back to the home.
All the time.
He said, brothers, don't try to dominate the house. Your wife wants that color, give her that color. We still got that problem. Oh, we're going to get this color, honey. We're going to get these curtains, honey. The wife, he said the wife won't. And you do that with the kids. Override the wife on the kids. And this is another thing for the women. This we giving talks, and y'all will think, oh, we move the people emotionally, but the work that you involved in is really where the work is done. You understand that?
There you go.
Y'all continuously on the job,
All the time.
and without you, we wouldn't make it.
You better know it.
And coming through slavery, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't make it. And then I go, Sister Claire Muhammad carried down with Elijah Muhammad where? On her back.
Yes, sir.
She took him to the meeting.
She did. She did. You got video of that?